The honey we buy in stores is produced by bees, although bumblebees, for example, also produce honey. Honeybees make wax honeycombs beforehand in secluded places such as tree hollows. Bees can also live in special hives that beekeepers build for them. Beekeepers then take out of the hives honey stored in honeycombs. In each hive lives from 20 to 60,000 bees. Let's see who has what role in the hive. There is a queen, whose only purpose is to lay eggs, several male worker bees and tens of thousands of worker bees. All of them are females. From the jungles of South America to the deserts of North Africa, the youngest worker bees at the age of a few days clean the hive and feed the newly hatched larvae. At the age of 10 days, worker bees begin to take on loads of food that are delivered to the hive by other bees called field bees. Some field bees do a more skilled job. They serve as scouts. Scouts search the field for sources of food, flower pollen, and nectar. When they find suitable flowers, they return to the hive. And in the hive, the scouts perform a complex dance that gives the field bees a direction and distance to the honey plot. Nectar consists of 80% water with complex sugars dissolved in it, a clear liquid that flows from the honey flower when it is plucked from the stalk. In North America, bees collect nectar from clover, dandelions, fruit trees, and berry bushes. Bees suck nectar from flowers with their long, coiled tongue. Bees have two stomachs, one for their own food and one for storing nectar. In the second stomach, the bees bring nectar to the hive. To fill the nectar stomach, a bee has to fly over 1,000 to 1,500 flowers. The capacity of the nectar stomach is about 70 milligrams, which is almost equal to the weight of the bee itself. By the time it returns to the hive, the bee is fully loaded with sweet nectar. When the field bee returns home, it passes the collected nectar to the worker bees, which suck the nectar right out of the field bee's mouth with their tongues. Sometimes the nectar is fed to larvae and adult bees, but more often it is used to make honey. How is this done? First, the worker bees chew the nectar for half an hour, just like we chew gum. The enzymes in the bee's saliva slowly break down the complex sugars in the nectar into simpler ones. This helps to make the nectar easily digestible and protects it from spoilage by bacteria when it is stored away. The bees then spread the processed nectar into the honeycomb. The water from the nectar slowly evaporates to form a thick syrup. To speed up the drying of the nectar, the bees blow it with their wings, using them as a fan. When the syrup in the honeycomb reaches the right consistency, that is, thickens, it is already honey. The cells with honey are sealed with wax, white wax flakes from the bee's wax glands. The eggs laid by the queen have different fates. From unfertilized eggs, male larvae hatch. From them grow up the worker bees. From fertilized eggs, females, which if they get enough food, grow up into worker bees. Finally, there is one larva, which is fed to the brim with royal jelly, a nutrient produced in the special glands of honeybees. From it grows the uterus. The finished honey is stored and used for food. During a year, a colony of bees eats from 60 to 100 kilograms of honey. Naturally, bees make honey for themselves, but the smell and taste of honey attracts a lot of animals, from bears and wild boars to ants. Humans too have a strong desire to eat honey by spreading it on a piece of bread or putting it in hot tea. Bees even steal beeswax, which is used to make candles of the highest quality. That's all. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave comments.